Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Tara with Mayhem Crafty Cards, and today I have a Magic Iris shaker using the new Vampire Bat Sparkle Blends. So I am working on a card series. Right now this is the second of 10. So what I did with this card was I grabbed a piece of Nina Solar White 80-pound cardstock, 3 of my Distress inks, which is Prize Ribbon, Dusty Concord, and Twisted Citron. Now for this background, I just wanted to make it like super splotchy. I didn't want anything to have a perfect blend. I didn't want, I don't know, I just didn't want it seamless. I wanted the sky to look like a, a sky. A spooky sky, I guess. So yeah, I went ahead and ink blended with the Distress inks. Now, the only one that's not a Distress ink is the Twisted Citron, because I am just slow to the game on Distress ink. So I just haphazardly added the Dusty Concord kind of all over, wherever I just thought it needed it. And then went ahead with my Twisted Citron. And you'll see why I didn't really mind it being a little messy. I like to play with my supplies and, just kind of do my own thing. Not really follow a whole lot of, I don't know. I just like to do my own thing. So, I went ahead and cut out all my pieces for my Magic Iris. And I believe I cut 6 of the rings, 3 of the little sausage pieces, 3 of the little support bars, because I can't remember the name of them. And I have 3 mini glue dots. So what I went ahead and did, and you'll see, like I struggled a little bit with this, but that's okay. I mean, no card is ever perfect, and that's why I wanted to leave it in this video. I went ahead and added all my little sausage pieces to that circle that was cut with that flux capacitor piece, is what they call it, I guess. And added my glue dots. So you can't really use liquid glue or anything else. The mini glue dots are the best to use for the Magic Iris. So I went ahead, added those, added my ring to the top of that, just to keep everything in place. And then I flip it over, and you'll see, like, I used a Tim Holtz craft cardstock, and I grabbed a gray color just to keep it with the theme of, what I was doing. So I can remember, not that it matters at all, which side of the craft cardstock I wanted to show. Why I thought everybody was going to see it, it's just one of those days. So I went ahead and added all 3 of those. And kind of, kept it how I thought it was supposed to be. Now this is where I made my mistake. So I went ahead, and I should have left it, but I didn't. I added the pull tab to the circle that's only held down with the glue dots. And you want to make that little V. So here was my mistake. I went ahead and added tape runner to that entire circle. Don't do that. Your Magic Iris won't move. So once I figured that out, I flipped flipped my little support pieces over, and then I'm like, okay, well, why is this not moving? Duh, because I adhered the part wrong. So I went ahead and adhered, did it right. Now I'm only adding tape runner to the little support pieces because I wanted to use, I needed a full back of one of these circles to add my acetate. So I'm still making sure that everything's working. And then I went ahead and added my acetate, and I just used my glue runner, or my tape runner for that. Super easy. So after I got my acetate on, I went ahead and took the backing off my double-sided foam tape. And I believe this one is from scrapbook.com. Anything that I've mentioned, I will link below in my description box. So make sure you check that out. It's just easier to make that circle when the backing is off that tape. So yeah, this card really gave me a run for my money. And I loved it. I loved how it came out. I don't know. I had fun with it. It was frustrating at first, but then I'm like, okay, this is the first time I've made a magic iron shaker. So I just kind of went with it. I added my pieces from the Sparkle Blends Vampire Bat. Let me tell you guys, if you guys have not tried Sparkle Blends, have you not seen them? Oh my gosh, I have so many videos on them, and I will try to link them either in the cards or in my description box. So I did add a double layer of acetate. That way, when I laid everything down, I wouldn't have to worry about my bits, and added that last piece. So now I need to make sure that everything is still working. Grabbed my distress panel and went ahead and adhered that on there. Oh, before that, I did do an alcohol ink background, a full background. I took the circle die from the Magic Iris set and cut it out. I love how this came out. So now I'm going to go ahead and add that to my distress background. And I used liquid adhesive, and you'll see why, what I did. So don't put it on upside down. That's exactly what I did. Thinking like, oh my gosh, I just, not paying attention to the arrow or anything. So I went ahead, I always use my Misty to hold anything that I glue down. And then I went through my mix again, and I added the little bats that were inside the shaker and the little coffins at the bottom. And there were some pretty awesome little reflective bats that I wanted to add along the base. So yeah, that's about it, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.